Hey guys, it's week 14 of Super Rugby, and here we go again with the next predictions. Okay, so last week was a pretty good week. 7 out of 8. The only one that stumped me, the Kings. Why? Yeah, the Kings. I backed you and I backed you, and you fluffed so many chances, Kings. Oh, I was very disappointed. Yeah, that shouldn't have been a loss for the Kings. But it was. So, yeah, so 7 out of 8. No perfect ground for me. Oh well, let's carry on with this week's predictions. Okay, first up, the Blues against the Chiefs. Tough game to call because both sides are pretty good form at the moment. I think, though, that the Chiefs are going to probably win this one. I think they're a little bit more streetwise than the Blues. So I think I'm going to give it to them by 5. Straight across then to an Australian derby. Well, the Australian derby is not ones that really interest us in South Africa so much. But the Reds against the Force, a tough one to call as well. Reds being at home, found some good form lately. And I think they might just sneak it against the Force there. I think Force were pretty disappointing in their last game against the Highlanders. I don't think the fight to stay in Super Rugby is doing them any good. So I'm going to give it to the Reds by 7. Then we go across all the way to Tokyo, where the SUNWOLVES are going to play the Cheetahs. And normally I'd call this a Cheetahs game quite easily, but the SUNWOLVES have been the type of team that, since they beat the Bulls, you can't write them off anyway. So, and the Cheetahs just come off 60 points. I think, though, that the Cheetahs might have too much for this one, but just to be safe, I'm going to go for a hometown victory. SUNWOLVES to win as well by 3 points. It's very close to call this one, but I reckon they probably could. I'm not quite sure about this one. You might want to make up your own mind on that one, but I reckon SUNWOLVES not a bad bet for this one. Across to Dunedin, Highlanders are finally at home, but they're playing the Waratahs. Waratahs suddenly found form again last week against the Rebels. Really did well. It's an Aussie derby. I'm not going to back them against the New Zealand team, though. New Zealand teams will be coming up on top the whole season. So I'm going to go with the Highlanders because they've won 18 in a row, and I think at home again they're going to run right. So I'm saying Highlanders by 10. Okay, so now that we cross to the Rebels, fresh from their beating at the hands of the Waratahs, now going against the Crusaders. Crusaders in such good form. Rebels aren't going to stand a chance. I'm giving the Crusaders by 20. It's going to be a big win for the Crusaders. And then the one, I suppose, being in Pretoria is the one I'm going to be dreading the most, the hurricane warning at Loftus Versfeld. So much has happened. I think the whole coaching crisis around Nolis Murray has been handled badly. I don't think the union has communicated very well, and I think it's affected the team. Their loss against the Lions just showed what there's a lack of confidence, there's a lack of everything. They'll play better at Loftus. Defend well, but if they don't stop the quick ball, the Barrett brothers are going to have a field day, and I see the Hurricanes winning there by 10 points. Down to Durban, to the big one in Durban there, the Sharks against the Stormers. Strange one to call. Sharks haven't been good at home, the Stormers haven't been good away. But when they meet, I think the Stormers have picked up a bit of form now. The Sharks also had a good form. I think it's going to be a tough one. I think maybe a Stormers win just to sneak that one, but I think the Sharks, that's going to be a very close game. Late Saturday night, the Jaguares are hosting the Brumbies. Now, I think the Brumbies will be very happy that they won in Port Elizabeth. They're not going to do great there. I think the Jaguares are probably going to take this one. I think the Force, though, I was surprised that they lost to the Force. So, not knowing too much about what's going on there in Buenos Aires, but I think on paper, they should beat the Brumbies, and the Brumbies are going to have a tough time there. It's going to be a close game, though, so I'm going to give it to the Jaguares by 5 points. And then we go across to Johannesburg, to Joburg for the Sunday game. First Sunday game in a long time in South Africa. It'll be the Kings against the Lions, and it's going to be a tough game for both sides at the moment. I think the Lions are just so on form that I don't think many teams are going to stop them. I think the Kings will put up a brave fight. We're going to see a great battle between Chris Cloete and Kwagga Smith. I think Warren Whiteley might be rested, so it's going to be a tough one for the Lions as well. A lot of fight from the Kings, but I don't see them upsetting the Lions. I see a high-scoring game, and I see some great tries, but I see the Lions winning this one rather easily. I say Lions by 15. That's it. Thanks for watching. I hope we get a full house this week, and please remember to press the button and subscribe down below. Leave your comments. I really enjoy hearing them and seeing where you agree and you disagree with me. Catch you next week.